Hello friends, this is Pastor Steve Knudsen with a light for today. This Sunday is known as Good Shepherd Sunday. One of the favorite windows in the sanctuary is the round window with Jesus up front. It's not necessarily of Jesus as the Good Shepherd, yet one could imagine him serving in that role. When we think about what it means to have a good shepherd, we might think in part that Jesus has led me through the valleys of the shadow of death and that we have conquered and we are well and all is just fine. Sometimes we experience Jesus as the good shepherd as simply being with us in those dark times. And even though we may not have everything turn out as we wish, we may not experience complete healing, we may even suffer and come to the end of our life, yet we have that sense that the Good Shepherd is with us and we are strengthened and encouraged. But there is a third way in which the Good Shepherd serves us, and I want to bring you forward to one person in particular that we have here in the sanctuary, and you're going to walk with me to the carving, and in particular, we're going to point to Peter right here. And I think of Peter, who sort of fumbled his way through the Gospels and experienced how Jesus was the Good Shepherd, not because he was victorious, not because everything turned out okay, not because he was on top of everything, but precisely because he muddled through life. He muddled through the Gospels, always struggling as to what would be the faithful act, what would be his witness, and yet Jesus never let him go. And we find Peter through the story of the Gospels gradually coming to that awareness, that hard-won awareness, that he was always forgiven and graced by God, that he always belonged to Jesus, and that Jesus never let him go. Peter experienced Jesus as the Good Shepherd in another way, perhaps in the more ordinary way that you and I experience Jesus as the Good Shepherd, not when we're on top of things, but maybe when things are on top of us and we struggle, and yet we find that God never lets us go. God's peace and grace be with you on this Wednesday. Until next week, take care.